Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to be going through 5.2 work together so that you can see how to put it into the online program. So if we look over here at the directions are reconciling a bank account and recording a bank service charge. It says on July the 29th of the current year, Deep Clean received a bank statement dated July 28th. The following information is obtained from the bank statement and from the records of the business. So you can see here we've got the bank statement balance. There was a service charge of $2. We had an outstanding deposit. We had 2 outstanding checks. And it also tells us that the checkbook balance on check stub number 106 is $1,575. Step number 1 says we're going to prepare a bank statement reconciliation and use July 29th of the current year as the date. So the first thing we're going to do is look over here at our bank reconciliation form, and it says we're going to use the date of July 29th. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this side of the form. It wants to know the balance on the next check stub. So if this was real life, you would be looking in your checkbook at that check stub. But here it tells us that the checkbook balance is on stub 106. We're going to put 106 there, and we're going to put in the amount, 1575. Okay. Next it says to deduct any bank charges. Was there any bank charges? Looking over here, yes, there was a service charge of $2. So I'm going to type service charge and $2. Okay, we have to do some math. This is what we thought we had, but the bank took an extra $2 out of our account, so we need to subtract. So that's going to leave 1573 as our balance. That's going to come straight down here, and that's our adjusted check stub balance. Okay, coming over to this side. Balance on bank statement. Looking over here, it says the bank statement balance was $1,528. So you can already see that the $1,528 and the $1,575 that we had did not match. So we're looking for those 6 things that could be different between them. So outstanding deposits, it said we had 1 outstanding deposit on July 28th. So we'll put in the date. Looks like you're going to do it in numerical form, 7/28, and the amount of that deposit was $150. There was only 1, so 150 plus nothing else is still 150. And then we have to add our 1,528 plus our 150.
Not yet.
Okay, so if I add those 2 numbers together, I get $1,678. Next, it says to list any outstanding checks. Well, it has shown us that we had 2 outstanding checks. In real life, of course, you would have went back through and seen if there was any checks that you did not put check marks next to. So we have check 103 in the amount of $70. And we have check 105 in the amount of $35. Okay, if we add those 2 together, we get 105. So we get $105 worth of outstanding checks. We're going to take the balance we just calculated here, 1,678, minus the 105, which is going to give us an adjusted bank balance of 1,573. Okay, here's a very important spot. These 2 numbers must match. If these don't match, then you've made a mistake somewhere there's an error. You have to go find it before you can go on. Okay, looking at step number 2, it says record the service charge on check stub 106. So the bank charged us $2. We have to somewhere keep track of that, so we need to deduct that from what we have shown. So this one doesn't have the balance, so we're going to go ahead and put that on there. The check stub balance on 106 set up here was 1,575. And then we come down here, 1,575. Other is going to be service charge of $2. We're going to subtract that $2 and we get $1,573. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. That one is actually the $2 for the total service charges, or the total other charges. Our subtotal goes in this line. Okay. Step number 3 says we're going to record the service charge in the general journal on page 14. Use memorandum 44. So we're going to come down here to the journal. The date is the date that we're preparing this, which is on the 29th. The account title, service charge, we don't have a service charge account from our chart of accounts. We're going to use miscellaneous expense. Document number, it says we're using memorandum 44, so we're going to put an M44. Okay, we are going to debit miscellaneous expense because we're always increasing expenses with a debit, so that's $2. And we're going to credit cash because we're decreasing our cash. Okay, that should be it. So go ahead and if you understood this one, go ahead and do the on your own, see how you do on it, and then proceed with your application problem. Have a great day.